So it begins. An epic story. Inspired by real events. Are you ready?
So guys, here I am with the multi-talented Sean.
That was a good one.
Was it alright?
That was actually very good. I'm impressed.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah.
you're the master of it. Let's hear it from Sean.
Sean.
Jesus!
Yeah.
Nice one, nice one. Right, so Sean, you're in the UK.
Yes.
Back to the home ground, the motherland.
Yeah, man.
How does it feel to be back?
That's amazing. I mean, you know, for me, I wish I could come back more often, you know, but if not just for the andapura from my grandma and the jar from my mum.
We're concerned about you. You know, living in America and stuff. We're thinking, are you getting your weekly dose of roti?
No, I'm not. But the thing is, you know, for me, it's more a case of, you know, I live in America because that's where the label is at. You know, I'm signed to Cash Money, and I have to go and see the label at least once or twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, going back and forth was crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I had to just move there, and I figured that, you know, tomorrow, man, if my work had to move to Thailand, you'd have to go.
Of course.
You got to be where your work's at.
But you know what you've done? The positive thing, you've come back to the UK and you bought the son from America.
Of course.
Because
There
it's
you
been
go.
amazing, hasn't it?
Dude, it's been amazing, but hence the glasses, the hay fever has killed me. Like, it's crazy.
And taking them tablets.
Yeah, and it's got my voice and my nose all bunged up. And so apart from that, though, of course, we're loving the sun.
Absolutely. So we're going to get straight onto your album, Neon.
Yes.
So it's releasing at the end of this month.
It is, July the 30th.
Okay, and so tell us about Neon. I mean, where did the inspiration to do something soulful? Because I know it's soulful, it's sexy,
Yes,
it's
it
you know
is.
like something different from your club anthems.
Yes.
So what made you bring the style back?
Well, I just got sick of the club stuff. I'll be honest with you. It's fun, it's cool, and I've done a lot of that. And I'm not saying there's not club stuff on this album. There is, but it's not.
I was thinking the
It's
same.
not.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
more
Because-
R&B club, you
Yeah.
know. And the thing is, like, for me, I just feel like anything that I do, I need to be proud of it. And I was missing that in music on the whole, man. Sometimes I listen to radio and I can't understand why every other song is the same, and I'm like, someone needs to put some soul back into something, and you know, and I had enough of that, and I was like, you know what, I know the kind of music I love, and I know the kind of music that my fans loved from me, and they loved songs like Ride It, they loved songs like Stay, like Maybe, and it just had an emotional feel to it.
Yeah.
So I had to do that for this album.
Okay, and you have taken your time on it, and you tenderly, you know,
to get it right,
care and time on it.
Exactly.
So, what have you done to kind of prepare the album, and in that time that you were setting it up?
It's the difference between fast food, okay, and like, let's say a fine aged wine. You know what I'm saying? With things that take time to mature and develop are gonna be worth it in the end. And I'm not interested in fast, disposable music. Listen, I can write a song a day easily, 2 songs a day if I wanted to. I could record an album in a week if I wanted to, but would it be any good? Would it be my best work? Would it have my thought behind it? Would it have my heart behind it? Probably not.
Is this your best work so far, do you think?
100%.
Absolutely, okay.
Without a doubt.
Okay, and you also have a load of collaborations on there.
Actually, not a load, just 3.
Just 3?
Yes.
Because
just 3.
we see...
There were rumours.
They're all rumours.
There were a lot of
clearly,
rumours.
who have you got as your collaborations?
It's just Rick Ross.
Rosa?
Exactly. Ace Hood and Busta Rhymes.
Oh, Busta, I guarantee you, I mean, this is what I'm thinking, he's probably gone crazy on it. Like
Yeah,
he
he's gone
is.
nuts on that song, and it's amazing. I mean, like that, you know, for me to be able to work with Busta was an amazing thing, because I've been a fan of his for such a long time.
Yeah.
And it's funny, I've actually got to work with him twice. He did a remix of Hit the Lights for me, and then he did this song for me called Break of Dawn, which is one of those club anthems that I'm talking about, but it's like a hard hip-hop club track. So it's really, really sick.
Everything is taking it back then.
Yeah,
hip hop
and R&B.
Sexy,
yeah, that's what this album is.
Wicked. And so, what are you doing to prepare for the launch of it? I mean, you're here today in the UK. You're promoting.
Of course. I think really, you know, it's a matter of letting my fans know that, you know, it's out there on iTunes, and that and of course it will be, the physical copies will be in all your stores and stuff. But you know, I think more than anything, they need to remember what it was like when I came out in the beginning and they were the first to run into the stores and go and buy it. And they were the first who wanted to buy it on iTunes because they wanted to see their boy
Jay Sharp,
an up and out Indian
from
climb up the charts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that I'm counting on their support again, because I think what happens is very easy to go, oh, we know he's made it, he's in America, he's in Cash Money. But it's not about that, man. You guys are my hardcore fans.
Sure.
So I'm looking forward to my hardcore fans going out there and being excited about being able to get it again, you know? And that's what I'm most excited about.
Can't wait. So the next thing I want to ask you about is when you were, recording your album and stuff, I hear you came up with a load of names for the album, and you stuck with Neon.
Yes.
So did you have? I hear you did have some names that you kind of scrapped off afterwards.
That's just an artistic thing, man. It's a creative process. It's much like an author writing a book. You could be writing a book about an alien invasion, right? And the alien's name is Robert. Yeah. And you're gonna go, this book is called Robert the Alien. And then halfway through, as you're writing, you're like, oh, what the hell, Robert the Alien?
That's Alan.
Exactly. Or let's not even call it that. Let's call it Beatrice, who's the girl that he ends up falling in love with. Whatever it is,
creative juices,
it's creative.
Absolutely.
Only by the end of the album, when it was finally finished, when I had finally written that song Neon, that it struck me. I was like, holy, this is the name of the album. It has to be. Yeah. It says everything about the album. It says everything about what neon means to me.
Yeah,
neon for me, is the ultimate light. It's the ultimate, the light that shines the brightest. Okay. And we all need that in our life at some point. There's dark times in our lives. There's times where we just need hope. There's when we need faith. There's time when we need, or when we see something which we have never thought it would come, and then it's there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my God, there it is. It's right there in front of me right now. It's that epiphany moment.
Epiphany, that's the one. Okay, nice. And you're talking about neon, and that's the whole concept of it. I've seen your photos. You know the where you've got the neon lights around you, and you've got the vibrant colours reflecting you. That's it seems to me as a really fresh and new style, because it looks almost futuristic in a way.
Exactly.
And is that the concept that you were trying to go for, something completely new?
I just want to do something fun and creative, you know. It's very easy for me to stand there with my shirt off.
Rip out the six
right, and
the
just
ladies will love it, obviously.
But that's not, for me, that's not creative, you know. I wanted to do something which was, just a little bit outside the box, a little bit, thinking a little bit more, on a just an out of this world type of vibe, which is of course what Mars is about as well.
Oh, it's about Mars, yeah. Let's talk about Mars. In fact, so Mars is an amazing tune, because you've done the whole thing in this pitch that is way up there. Right. How on earth do you do that? I mean, is that difficult?
It's a style of singing called falsetto.
Falsetto, yeah.
And in Indian culture, we don't really. Bhangra sing. Malkit Singh's not going to be singing like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything's here. But falsetto is right up in your head.
Proper skill.
And it's a different type of way of using your voice, and it's a very, I would like to say, it has a very soulful, almost a lot of the back in the day, a lot of soul singers would sing in falsetto, and I grew up on Maxwell and D'Angelo and all these guys, and
like a Prince vibe.
And for me, exactly, and for me to be able to use that style of singing on this song was really fun.
Absolutely wicked. And the thing that works about that Mars song is the fact that you've got this really high falsetto going on, and then you've got Rose comes in all of a sudden, and bang,
exactly.
How did you approach?
Exactly the reason why I chose him for that is because I wanted that balance of the soft, delicate voice, and then this right. Bam. I've known Rick for about 3 years now.
Through Cash Money.
Through Cash Money, basically they're like brothers, and I always said to him, I was like, bro, I'd love for us to be able to do a song together if it's the right vibe. And he was like, man, listen, he's like, as soon as you get that song, man, you just let me know. Yeah. And when I had it, sent it over to him, and he loved it. And, he did his thing on it, man.
Wicked. And now I've got the question for you. Is his beard as epic as it looks?
Of course it is. I wonder if it's real sometimes. I want to, but you can't do that. I haven't seen it coming, but it's an epic beard.
It is epic. I'm trying.
I think a lot of things would be jealous of this beard.
I'm guessing so. So now, let's talk about your music videos, because you've shot, where are you?
Where You Are.
Where You Are,
Yeah.
that's the one, Where You Are. And you've done that, and it's a really fun video,
Exactly,
isn't it?
yeah.
Definitely something different. It's
Exactly.
about you chasing, well, you've got a date, haven't you?
Right,
And you're
right,
late for
right,
it, you get
right.
messy, all sorts happen.
Right.
So what was that like? Are we filming it?
Well, I wanted to. It was so fun because the thing is, for me, I always wanted to be able to do a video where I could just be what my friends would call myself, because I am on a day-to-day basis a complete idiot. Like, I like to have fun
You
and
like
be
to goof
silly
around, yeah?
and goof around, and for me to be able to do that in a music video was so refreshing.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, a lot of the time it is, oh, I'm so cool and
Yeah,
blah blah
yeah.
blah, and I was like,
So let go of yourself, yeah. And you were with the Australian group
Janoskians,
band.
yeah.
What are they called?
Janoskians.
Janoskians. I
Yeah.
always find it difficult to say.
I know, yeah. My mum can't
Janoskians.
pronounce them either.
Okay, and what's the relationship with you? Because
Well, I
you
signed them.
yeah.
I signed them. I have a production company called Camouflage,
Camouflage.
and they are signed to me, and they are basically 5 pranksters. They're
Yeah.
5 comedians.
Yeah.
Their whole show, their whole shtick is they like I said, they goof around. They and that's why I actually found them in the first place, because I love all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, I signed them, and now we put them on a world tour. They just finished it. They sold out like 24 dates, twice over in like an hour.
Mental.
Around the world,
Right.
and it's just crazy, man. And now for me, I'm just expanding.
So big things are happening, and you're taking on these this young group of lads, and you've taken them under your wing.
Yeah.
So the last thing I want to ask you is, what kind of advice do you have for any young artists that are up and coming?
I think the only advice I can give is we live in a day and age now, which I didn't get this 10 years ago when I started. You can basically create your own hype now. There's people who have more subscribers on Instagram and Keek and YouTube and Vine.
Yeah.
They're making themselves superstars
Through those social
through those
media sites,
medias.
yeah.
You can do that, and that's the platform. You need to create your own hype now.
It's instant now, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, absolutely. Now, just to finish off, I just want to say, obviously you're in London, and you've got, when you think of Jay Sean in Southall, you think
Right.
of Juggy D, you think of Rishi Rich, back in the day. And I read a tweet from, was it Rishi Rich?
Yeah, Rishi tweeted
Yeah,
it.
he said you're linking him up after
Today,
this.
yeah,
Some
yeah.
studio time, is something exciting happening.
Well, I'm meeting him at the studio, and that's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
Full stop, full stop. Now the last thing, just to finish off, MC Zaini.
Yes.
Remember his little beatbox sessions you and
Yeah,
him
yeah,
used
yeah,
to do?
yeah, of course.
I want to do something spontaneous right now.
Okay.
Obviously, you can beatbox like crazy, and I
Right.
love that. MC Zaini can beatbox. I beatbox a little bit,
Do
so
you?
I'm
Okay,
gonna
of course
provide
so.
you a little rhythm. And
Alright.
do you mind doing a little bit of a
Sure.
MC singing, whatever you want to
Sure.
do? What
Let's
you
go,
gonna
let's go,
for?
let's go.
What kind of speed would you like?
Go with whatever, I'll work with you.
Okay, let's go. Okay, 3, 2, 1, spontaneous freestyle. Me and Jay Sean. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah. Punjab 2000. Your boy Jay, Jay Sean up in here. You know what it is. Keep it live. Peace. There we go.
That was mad.
Nice one, brother.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
That was a
nice
good.
with the skills
There you go, exclusive.
Nice with the skills.
All right, thank you very
I
much
like
for
that,
joining
I like
us,
that.
Jay Sean.
Of course, brother.
And I hope everything goes well for you. It's gonna go crazy for you
Thank you,
anyway.
man.
Because you've got this mad album coming out.
Appreciate that.
We know there's good things happening.
Thank
so
you very much.
Stay tuned. Download on iTunes on the date, which is
July 30th, album Neon, and the Mars single is out right now on iTunes, so go get that.
Oh,
Cool.
Nice one.
false.
Very
Well
nice.
done.
Very nice. Very nice.
That was crazy.
And so it begins. An epic story. Inspired by real events.